Before I show you training collars, what I wanted to tell you is that every dog and person is different. So what I like to do is I like to start with, say, a flat collar. And what this flat collar does is when I give a correction, it's called negative reinforcement. So what I do is I snap. I use a lot of wrist action. I don't pull or try to constrict the dog. It's just a snapping, quick jolt that gets the dog's attention, breaks his attention span from what he's doing, and lets him know, no, I don't like that kind of behavior. And this is what's called a flat collar. What you'd normally do is put your dog tags on here and whatnot. I like to start with this collar. A lot of dogs respond really well to it, and then you don't need to go to these other types of training collars, the metal ones, the chokers, which I'm going to explain in a minute. They come in leather and nylon. Whichever ones you like is fine, of course. The next thing is called a check choke. And what that is, it's sort of a cross between a choke chain and a nylon flat collar, okay? And what you do is you snap and release. It gives a little more of the intimidating noise of a choke chain. As you can see, it's a little more forceful, and some dogs need that, but not every dog does. So you want to start light, again, and work your way up. That goes along with the correction as well. Start light and work your way up. The next thing here is called a choke chain. You drop it through the hole like this. The proper way to put it on is if this is the dog's head and he's facing you. What you do is you snap and release. All right, that's how it works properly. It shapes a P. P for proper. Okay? The wrong way to do that would be this, where it chokes. It looks like a 9. It's shaped like a 9. It just constricts. All right, obviously that's not getting the response that you want. So what I like to do is put it on P for proper, snap, and release. The noise is a little more intimidating. You get a little more motion out of the training collar as opposed to maybe a flat collar or this check choke. So that would be the next level to go up. And again, not all dogs need this. You can, again, start light, work your way up. The next is this horrible looking device. A lot of people look and they go, there's no way I could put that on my dog. And I can assure you, I know veterinarians that recommend this collar. It's a very humane collar if used properly. And what I mean by that is you don't just put it on the dog first thing. You start light again and work your way up. You might get a forceful dog that weighs 120 pounds and the person only weighs 150, or you get a real excitable lab at 60 pounds and he's walking down the street and just pulling you away. Or this choke chain is just constantly pulling against his windpipe and he's gasping for air. Then you know you need to go to this collar, because what it does is it grabs evenly around the neck. Just like this. It grabs. It doesn't poke, stick in, or draw blood or anything like that. It just grabs evenly. And I find it to be very, very effective with a lot of dogs with hyperactivity and pulling problems, or just people who have trouble giving a good correction.